What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as you tune in and you check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on a recent podcast I watched. Some comments that was made on the nightcap with Shannon Sharp, Chad, and Joe Johnson, right? And on this part of the podcast, they were discussing Giannis, right, and where Giannis was going to end up. And so naturally, the Miami Heat came up, right, which I think Giannis would be a really good fit for the Miami Heat. But one thing about the Miami Heat is, you have Pat Riley there, and Pat Riley is old school. And so some of the things that Giannis was able to get away with in Milwaukee, he won't be able to get away with that in Miami. One being bringing his brother to the team when his brother is not really, somebody who on his own would probably not make the Miami Heat, right? So that's one thing that I think is going to be an issue. And so when thinking about that, I'm thinking about how, like I said, Pat Riley is old school, and these old school coaches and general managers, which Pat Riley's the general manager, they don't. They put the team first, and he don't believe in bending over backwards for no players, not even the superstar players. Pat Riley didn't do it for, when he was at the Lakers with Kareem and Magic. He didn't do it when he was with the Knicks with Patrick Ewing, and who else he had there? And, and those guys, Charles Oakley, he just never did it, and because he believed in the old school way of doing things and putting the team first. So Shannon Sharp brought this up, right? And I thought it was a good point because this, in my opinion, is part of was what hurt Milwaukee. Like when the Bucks made all those changes just to keep Giannis happy, and it got him one championship. But after that, the team started to crumble, and Shannon Sharp and Chad. Like I said, Chad Johnson Chad Ochocinco and the other guy, Joe Johnson, spoke on it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the audio, and I'm going to come back and give my input.
He had shut down trade rumors from day one of the season. He said, "If I could turn back time, I would maybe come out a little early and say this ends today. Look at me in my eyes. I'm staying in Milwaukee." He also says he prefers Miami over LA. Miami. I think LA is superficial. I don't like LA. Okay, you want to shut down trade rumors, but you talking about you prefer Miami over LA. Come on, Joe, make it make sense now. Talk to me, Joe. Hey, Joe, what are we doing here?
I told y'all ahead of time. I told y'all a long time ago. Joe, where did I say he was going, Joe?
Hey, with the type of money he making, hell, I want Miami too. Hell, versus over LA.
Yeah, who would want instead of giving up 13%, and now they're putting an extra 2, 3, 4%. Oh, you making $1 million? So hell yeah, I want anywhere other than in California.
Hey, I'm.
But the problem is, here's the thing. He wish you. I thought you didn't want to go nowhere. Oh, what you mean shut down? You said it was your agent. That's what you said. You said you had no control. You said even now you have no control. Whatever your wife decides, that's what you do. So why she should have shut it down, you mean? Or your agent should have shut it down. You got no control. That's what you told us. This was your agent work, or this was your wife's work. Now, which is it? Either you were lying then or you're lying now.
I was lying then, and I'm lying now.
Yeah, see, I never believed Giannis, I just felt like if Giannis wanted out of Milwaukee, he just should have let it be known. Plenty of players announced that, they want out after they had originally said that, they wanted to stay there for their career. Dame Lillard did it with, the Portland Trail Blazers, and they didn't really hold it against him when he left. As a matter of fact, he was even allowed to go back to Portland. So, it's not a big deal. It's just a part of basketball.
Hey, listen, but Giannis might as well be a politician, Uncle Joe. He might as well be a politician.
You're right.
Yeah. Because he's doing it the right way. But listen, you know you don't want to be there. You don't want to come out and say it. You don't want to be disrespectful to the organization. You don't want to be disrespectful.
No, he don't want that blowback.
Bro,
he don't give a damn about the organization. He want that blowback.
He done won them a title, bro. What else y'all want? Y'all want me to win you another one? We don't. Hey, the team ain't constructed the same.
Right.
I've done.
They built the team for him. They fired Adrian Griffin. Who do you think wanted Adrian Griffin fired?
You know who wanted him fired?
Exactly. Who wanted Dame? Did they go get Dame for him? They traded everybody. They traded Holiday. They got rid of Middleton. They got Dame. Who was that for?
No, for Giannis.
Yeah, see, and that's one thing that won't go on with Pat Riley. You know, like Pat Riley is not the kind of executive guy who's going to allow his players to make those kind of changes where that's like stepping into somebody else's lane. And Pat Riley just want his players to focus on being players. Even before they got rid of Griffin, right? They had the first coach, Mike, I think his name Mike Budenholzer, right? After they won a championship, they got him out of there, which I didn't understand that move. When you win a champion, you win a championship, and then you get rid of the coach. Then you get rid of Holiday, right? And Holiday, in my opinion, he was the guy. That point guard he was the guy who really kept everything together and ran that offense for him. So it was a few moves that they made in order to keep Giannis happy and to keep Giannis in town that I thought backfired on not only Giannis, but the organization.
Yeah, they added both of his brothers.
So this notion that they weren't trying to do anything for him is just not true.
No.
But Joe, you right. He didn't want him a title. There's really not much more he can do after said title was won. Listen.
See, I just think that like great players, they have to, not only do they have to trust their teammates, but they have to trust the organization, like trust that the organization is going to put people around you that'll help you get to the championship, that'll help you accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. And sometimes great players, every once in a while you get a great player who want to overstep his bounds and step outside his lane. But then that's when, the organization have to have confidence enough in themselves where they can push back and tell him, nah, we know what's best for the team. We're gonna get you the help that you need.
Remember the memories. Go about your business. Don't say anything disrespectful, but don't put your foot in your mouth coming out saying stuff like this.
Yeah, man, listen.
Exactly.
Think about it, man. The one thing Giannis knows, and he probably don't realize, is that, damn, man, it's hard to get free agents to come here and play with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah. Let me go down here with these palm trees and with this beach at down here, and let me see, if I can team up with a few cats, and maybe we can make some noise. Yeah.
Hey,
guess what else is hard to do? When you've had free reign for the last 10 years and you go somewhere and you ain't got that level of control no more.
Over there with Pat.
That's Miami.
Yeah. If he had the leash on Braun, you know it's gonna be on Giannis too, boy.
Yeah, because your brothers ain't gonna be on the team over here.
You don't think so?
Hey,
It ain't gonna happen.
Hey, Joe, you don't think so?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Dang.
Yeah, see, I agree. Pat Riley is not going to allow, I don't care what who the player is, how many championships you have. He's not going to let the player run the organization. You're going to fit into, you're going to do things the Miami Heat way, and you're going to do things Pat Riley way. So it's not like Giannis be able to bring his brother or both his brothers to the team and take up roster spots from somebody else who could potentially help the team more than his brothers. His brother's basically a cheerleader for the Milwaukee Bucks, right? So Pat Riley is not going to go for that. That's not going to fly with Pat Riley. But I think that Giannis, if he has an opportunity to go and play with the Miami Heat, I think he'll go. He'll go for that. And if he don't, I think it'll be his loss. I think that Milwaukee, like I said, the management and the ownership, they don't want to drop the ball and allow Giannis to run the show up there. They wanted to show him some loyalty because he showed them some loyalty by saying that he wanted to stay in Milwaukee. And then he was like, all right, well, he's, going out his way to support us, so we're going to support him. But that's where the mistake came in. It was all downhill after that, I think,
Boy, you know, man, look here. Pat ain't like that,
Yeah.
man. Pat run that ship. Mickey Harrison is giving, and he has part ownership. Man, he running that thing with an iron fist.
Yes.
And that's my only thing. I don't have a problem with a guy wanting to leave. I don't. And so I don't want the chat or anybody to think I am pro players. The only thing.
Yeah, I and like I said, if Giannis had just been honest about wanting to leave, then he could have done that. But and I don't think it would have been too much backlash. Some fans probably naturally would have been unhappy about the situation, but for the most part, he would have been forgiven. He gave them a championship, so he'd have been forgiven. But yeah, if he goes to Miami, Pat Riley is not going to allow him to bring his brothers and get coaches fired and make special concessions. It's all about putting together a winning organization for Pat Riley, and so that's if that's not part of the plan, then Pat Riley not going to do it. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.